Hello guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now before we begin our What If, I'm gonna run down some information. I got a couple comments asking me what type of app I use for my thumbnails. I find pictures online and I use two apps. Give me a second, guys. Ah. Alright, now sorry, give me a second. Okay, this right here, this app, the background eraser. Sorry, let me go through here and this is used to when I find a picture, I delete. This is the app I use to delete the background stuff off the pictures, and I use this one to make the thumbnail. So those are two apps I use. Couple of whatevers I know have been working together, helping other channels in their storytelling, and I came across. He told me to check. He told me he's helping them, and I asked him to send me a link to his channel. So this is kind of a shout out to what if unknown. He does like Naruto what ifs. That's what I was watching when I was basically that's what I was watching beforehand when I was made a couple things for the community tab. He makes Naruto what ifs and he has one fairy tale what if. I haven't seen that one yet, but you you guys should go over his channel, like and subscribe if you like his content, especially if you're trying to get that Naruto fix. I find his stories very, very good, actually. Some are very sad, but they're awesome stories. Give his channel some love if you find it interesting. If you like the content, it's good content. So while I was watching his content, I was going. Someone had lava release on Naruto, so I was like, "Well, whoa, that's interesting. I could actually make that into a quirk." There's been several people have done lava quirks, mixture between like lightning or some other elements, but he's going to straight up have like a lava quirk. I'm not sure what kind. I haven't got that far ahead. I just decided on the ship, the background, and he's Deku's a boy, even though he has long brown hair. I might, sorry, you see brown hair on him, but he has black. I'm making it have black hair. I just couldn't find a picture of that with black hair, unfortunately. So I might just go with brown hair just for the hell of it. But let's worry about that another time. But I will be continuing my current one I'm doing to was the ice quirk, and I'll probably do this one too. One day I'll do the ice quirk, another day I'll do this one. I'm still having to think about what I'm gonna do to it, so I'm gonna have to do some research. What type of quirk I want him to have. Like he's gonna have scales like you see in the picture with his hands. So he's gonna have some sort of. He's gonna be kind of strong, and his skin's gonna be white like in the picture. So there's that. So let's get to our story. Now I had a comment saying, "Does it make sense how he got framed?" I'm gonna explain this a little more better. All the evidence was pointed towards Izuku with DNA evidence, and when the friend I forget what they're called. Give me a second here, guys. Now I can't pronounce it right now for some odd reason. It just doesn't sound right coming out of my mouth. But the people in the police force that gathers evidence from crime scenes, forensics or something like that. I can't pronounce it right now. My bad. My most of my back teeth on both sides of both my jaws. Not both my jaws. I only have one jaw, but a bunch of the back teeth from my top jaw from both sides and a bunch of teeth from my lower jaw from both sides got taken out. So I can't pronounce words like I used to. So it was a long process of learning to rephrase words again. There's some words I can't just say. If you notice some like grammar's off, that's why. How the evidence was collected was tampered with to every, point the finger to Izuku. So yeah, the police, there's a good portion of the police force and regular people that works for police force are very corrupt. So I haven't decided who this mysterious hacker is going to be, but that will let's worry about that for another time. As you have Izuku where we left off, we have Izuku walking towards the bus, has his chains on, as he has the he has no, he wouldn't have the jail uniform yet because he hasn't even gone to jail yet, or prison. So as he's getting on the bus, as he sits down, the bus is empty. There's no other prisoners there. You have Inko pacing around her living room as the Sashi walks in the door. And she's like, "Where were you, Sashi?" Give me a second, guys. Oh, you're home, Inko. Where were you, Sashi? I was checking some things out. The whole evidence towards Ezekiel is fishy. I don't trust them. And the fact that you do is it's mind-boggling that you won't even believe your own son. Sashi, the evidence, it's overwhelming. It points everything towards Izuku. Sweetheart, do you believe in your heart that Izuku's capable of something like this? And she's, I don't know. I really don't know what to think right now. I know, sweetheart, that our son is capable of killing, but I just don't know. Dear, Izuku's a lot of things. Moody. He gets angry sometimes, even though he doesn't show it. He might seem distant, but I don't. He's not a mass murderer like that. I know he's able to kill someone. I've seen his face. But I don't believe he's responsible for this. I have a hunch that it's all Diablo is doing. And if he's guilty, then we'll deal with that when it comes. But if he's innocent, do you have any idea what you've done, Inko? You're his mother. And the fact that you chose their word over his, it's going to damage the boy. And he might, if you don't, and if you don't extinguish this fire right away, you might lose him forever. As Asashi walks away, as Inko thus sits on the couch, as she has her hand over her forehead, as she wants to believe Izuku, she really does, but with her military background and being a hero, yeah, she believes evidence more than anything else. She's more logical than using her emotions. As there's a knock on the door, as Inko gets up, what is it? As Luna gets a phone call, one moment, sister. As she walks in, sister, I need your help. It's about Izuku. I know. I'm already here. As he hangs up, as he walks over to the living room. We're kind of in a mess right now. What do you want, Luna? I'm not here for you right now. Out of my way. As she goes upstairs, goes to Ezekiel's room, as she grabs as she searches, as there it is. As she grabs his phone, as Inko and Sashi's like, "What are you doing, sister?" It's simple. I'm gathering evidence to prove my nephew's innocence. That something that you two should be doing, especially you, Inko. I'm already aware of the situation, and it has that grummy bastard hands all over it. As Inko, what you mean, Diablo? Correct. This is his type of ammo. Don't know what he's trying to do to my nephew, but it's not good. I'll be in touch as she walks out the, the room and walks out the house, goes in her car. What's the location on the bus? It's in transit now. Good. Get our people there. Now. I won't have my nephew go to that prison, especially how the prison he's assigned to is where all Asashi and Inko's criminals that they put behind bars. If he goes there, is a death sentence. If they find out who he is. And judging by all over the news, everything, they most likely know. I can't allow him. He'll be killed in there. I will not have that. Get get our people up in air and stop that bus now. Yes, ma'am. Hold on, Izuku. You have one person that won't betray you, unlike your mother. Oh, and bring in the judge and two officers that were on scene. I would like to have a personal talk with them. Yes, ma'am. As we cut to the Todoroki residence, as you have Endeavor, he has several files on his desk. As Shota walks in, daughter, what you need? I'm kind of busy right now. Have you seen the news, father? Yes, I'm very well at the situation. As she's like, I know Izuku didn't do this. For once, I agree with you. As she's, what? What do you mean, father? Call me father now, are we? Now I've been working with Asashi as Ray drops something Asashi, but you two don't like each other. Exactly. But we have a common interest. That boy is not capable of something of this magnitude. At least I don't believe so. Something fishy about this. The evidence, the eyewitnesses. The evidence is just too fishy, too perfect. Especially with that judge. He's kind of known for being kind of corrupt. I've had several of my cases get thrown out because of that bastard. But I'll find a way. I'll find a way to get it on ours. It's only a matter of time. As he puts his paper down, do you believe Izuku, the boy, is capable of this, daughter? As Shota speaks, no, I don't. No, I don't think he's capable of. I might not know him as well as I like to, but I don't think he's capable of this. In my heart, I believe he's not responsible for this. As Endeavor, his eyebrow raised, as he smiles. As Shota's like, what does that look for, father? Nothing. Nothing, dear. Why don't you go off and do your homework? I have more work to do, don't worry. The boy won't be in bars for very long, if I had my way around it. After all, he saved your life. Midoriya saving the life of a Todoroki. Such irony in that. As Shota goes into her room, as she's freaking out because, it's it is Izuku. She likes him and stuff like that. Small pause. Now, I don't know how long this episode is going to be, so it might be a little shorter or it might be a little longer. I'm not totally sure. Kind of don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just going to seat in my pants right now, so I'm winging it. I normally get a couple scenarios in play, but I don't know what I'm doing right now, so it needs to be released. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. So let's continue. As we cut back to Izuku, as he's in the prison bus, as they're driving underneath I forget what they're called. Ah, I totally forgot. I can't believe it. A tunnel. There you go. As several high grade military squat not squat cars, give me a second guys, SWAT cars. SWAT vans. As the drivers, we have company. As a couple of the officers inside the van getting ready. As they hear a slight ping on the a click of metal, as the bus instantly stops, as it dies, as it was shot with a EMP dart, I guess you call it, a short EMP sort of device, as it the bus is dead. As several vans start pulling in front of the bus, as several of the units come piling out, holding guns out, as they tell the officers to open up, as they're like, I don't know who you are, but we're taking this prisoner. Don't interfere. This is police matter. As they flop a badge out. This is the Hero Suppress Task Force. Izuku Midori is under our will be released in our custody. Any interference will be met with deadly force. Do I make myself clear? The lady walks out, gas them, as they break the window, as they throw a couple of gas canisters, as everyone begins to lose consciousness in the prison bus, as Izuku's aunt, as she walks in the prison bus, and she's like, don't worry, Izuku, everything will be fine. As he passes out, you bring him into my car. Yes, ma'am. Oh, sorry, guys. Walks out of the prison bus with the soldier holding Izuku. Give him here, and be gentle. As she has Izuku, as she puts him in the car, as she sits next to Izuku, as he's still, passed out. Let's go. Let's head back to base. As they drive off, ma'am, are you sure this is wise? I have a full authority over this matter. I already have all the documents prepared. According to the general population, he will be he was taken to the prison like scheduled, but in reality, he's going to be with me until we're able to find some proof that my nephew is innocent. And with his cell phone, I'll be able to get some sort of information off it. I don't think my nephew's very tech savvy. As several hours have passed, as he finally gets up, he's still in the car. As he's like, "What the hell's going on, Aunt?" As she's like, "Oh, hello, dear. Sorry about the gassing, but I don't trust those officers. That whole department's dirty." As he's like, what are you doing? Are you here to escort me to prison?" And she's like, "No, Izuku, of course not. Look at me. I know you didn't do this." As his eyes widen, "Are you believe me?" "Of course I do. I know. I've been keeping an eye on you, Izuku. I've been keeping an eye on you. Your mother should have been doing this, but I have to take over now. I'm not like your mother. I'm not going to abandon family over some sort of bullshit evidence that was clearly planted." As Izuku, who did this to me? I have I have a feeling you might not like this answer, but it's most likely Diablo. It seems like I was played. Damn bastard. I want him dead. As there's that fire spirit you have. So tell me, what exactly happened, Izuku? As I got a someone contacted me through my phone and it seemed like it was a hack. That's just interesting. Do you know much about this hacker? No. The person told me the location where he was going to be, but clearly it was all a setup. He was most likely involved in knowing my luck. Yeah, you shouldn't really trust unknown, mysterious hackers that break into your. I know, but I wasn't thinking straight. I was just angry. I want him gone. I understand, dear nephew, but you gotta be a lot more smarter. I know. I won't fall for that again. Good. So what's gonna happen now, Aunt? You're gonna have to be stuck on the base for a while till we get all the evidence gathered. This might take a couple years, so your life is going to be a little bit difficult. I understand that. Several hours, Izuku has been placed into his own room at the base, as you have two officers chained up on a chair. As you have Luna walks in. There, you two crooked cops. Leave us. As several of her people leave, as officers, what's the meaning of this? We are the officers of the law. You can't treat us like this. And she's like, shut up, you little crooked cops. Do you honestly think you would get away with this? Framing my nephew? And it's like, you have nothing on us. You have nothing on us. Woman? Really? As she presses the button, as is a phone call. As I'm talking to Diablo. You honestly think you would get away with it? He's like, you don't have the authority. Oh, I have the authority, alright. I have the authority of. Trust me, I have much authority. More than you realize. Once I'm done with your department, all you crooked elements will be all wiped out. Put behind bars where you belong. I hope you enjoy your stay, because you're going to be here for a very long time. Men, get these sacks of get these pieces of trash out of my sight. Stick them in a cell. Yes, ma'am. And don't be gentle. Understood, Director. Alright, now it's time to have a little chat with that judge. This is gonna be fun. As she walks out of the room, as the judge is in handcuffs, as he's in the interrogation room, as they roughed him up a little bit, as you have Luna walking in, as she's like, I give you one chance to come clean, or it not going to be pretty for you, Judge. I don't really know his name. It doesn't really matter. And it's like, what is the meaning of this? You know what? The trial was my nephew. I already have proof. I already have evidence that you've been taking bribes from several criminal elements. And most recently was Diablo. Why did you do it? As I'm not saying anything, as she backhands him, why did you do it? As she pulls out a gun, cocks it, and sticks it in front of his face. Talk now or I'll kill you. And she's like, fine, fine, fine. Don't kill me. Speak. I had no choice. The bastard had my family. What? So you're telling me... Tell me from the start. As she's in the interrogation room for several hours. Are you telling me you had evidence tampered with and just threw my nephew to the wolves? I had no choice. They had my family. It's not like I didn't want to do it. It's not like I wanted to do it. I didn't want to do it to send an innocent boy to prison. But my family had to come first. You gotta understand. It's my family. As she sighs, you know, you're gonna go away for a very long time once I get all the evidence together. I got enough to challenge the hearing. You know you're gonna go away. You're gonna lose your position. You know that, right? I know what I did was wrong. Taking bribes is one thing, but I didn't want to do what I did. Take him to the holding cell until we figure out what I'm gonna do with him. Get him out of my sight. I need to go check on my nephew. Yes, ma'am. As you have Ezekiel pacing around his room, as the door opens, as Luna sees that, you need to calm down, Ezekiel. You're too much like your mother. And he's like, I don't have a mother. As he gives a very angry look. As she, come on, sit down, sweet, dear. As Ezekiel sits down, I know you don't have, I know you're on bad terms with your mother, but she's still your mother. It's like, yeah, and that so-called mother threw me to the wolves. Won't even believe me. This Goran believes the authorities in the evidence, not believing a word of me, even calling me a liar. I'm not saying forgive your mother, but she's still your mother, regardless of how you feel. Deep down, I know that woman still cares for you. She's just too stuck up on her head about rules and all that military stuff and hero stuff. She's too close. She doesn't see the truth. Give her time. She'll see the truth. As Ezekiel's like, so you truly believe I'm innocent? Of course, like I said in the car. I know you're not capable of this, Ezekiel. At least to this extreme. So what happens now, Aunt? What's 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 the next step? And she's like, unfortunately, it's going to take us several years, like I said. But until then, I would like to give you the opportunity to to work under me. As Ezekiel raised his eyebrow. What you mean work under you? I would like you to join the hero. Oh, sorry, the Hero Suppressed Task Force. Are you serious? Yes. I'm not going to have your talents go to waste and sit in this room all day. You need proper. You need more training. What do you say, Izuku? You wanna you wanna help me some clean up some of these crooked people? As Izuku, yes. Good. Get some rest. You're gonna have a lot of training to do in the morning. It's gonna be quite brutal, Izuku. People under my direct command, I require a certain quality of performance. But I believe you're a fast learner. I believe you won't have any issue. I'll get you in the morning. Good night, nephew. As she leaves, as Ezekiel goes to bed, as we're going to do a time skip. Do a time skip as if he was in school, he would be in the first year of high school. Like in my other what ifs, all my what ifs. UA is a college in my story, so during this time skip, Ezekiel's been doing several jobs with the Hero Suppressed Task Force. As she gets a knock on the door, as she's like, "Come in." As she's in her office, as she sees Ezekiel. as she sees her nephew, as ah, as Ezekiel walks in, gives her a salute, as he's wearing Hero Suppressed Task Force uniform. Ah, good, Ezekiel, you're here. You summoned me, Director? Sit down. As during his time at the Hero Suppress Task Force, Suppress Hero Task Force, whatever, Hero Suppress Task Force, his name has been cleared, but he refuses to go home. And she's like, "You should seriously talk to your mother." As he's, "I have nothing to say to that woman. That bridge was burned a long time ago, Director. When we're in private, just call me Aunt." "Yes, Aunt. I know. It's just, it's not happening. You know your mother misses you. I'm well aware of that. But she, but she, be, but she be, sorry, she betrayed me, and I can't look past that." "Understood, Izuku. No, that's not the why I called you here." As she flops out a file, I need you to bring this man in, this hero. He's been on our radar for a while, taking bribes, forcing himself on women, giving women unwanted attention. This needs to stop. Understood, Director. Aunt. Yes, Aunt. You want him brought in alive or dead? Alive, please. Understood. Understood, Aunt. As he does the salute. As he's who who am I bringing during this operation? Take a couple. I have a unit. Will be directly under your control. Get this done, Izuku. Clean and quiet, please. Yes, Director. I'll have I'll have this done by the books. As he walks off. As we time skip a couple hours, as you have Izuku in a city, in a SWAT vehicle. All right, we need to do this clean and quiet. He normally patrols in this area. Disgusting piece of filth. We need to do this clean and quiet. Tag and bag. No witnesses. If any, if if we have any witnesses, you over there, make sure their memory will be erased of the incident. Yes, sir. All right, let's move. As they scout, as they do a stakeout, as they do a stakeout for like until nightfall, as you have this hero doing things he shouldn't be doing, as he's getting a bribe from a couple of villains. As suddenly the villain gets frozen in place, as the hero's looking around, as as I'm sorry, as Midoriya walks in the alleyway. Pro hero. I don't know what the pro hero would be, like his quirk and everything. Let's say he has like some sort of like, super strength, something common. Pro hero, let's just call him strong arms for now. Pro hero strong arms, because why not? You're hereby under arrest. And she's like, "I don't know who you are, kid, but you don't have authority over me. I'm a hero." And I was like, "No, that's where you're wrong. By the authority of the hero suppressed task force, you're hereby under arrest for several crimes: bribery, attempted murder, blackmail, coercion, slave trading. The list goes on. You've been a very busy hero. Bag him and tag him. As he starts running, they always run. As he could reach out his hand as a ice, a good size, huge ice hand gets formed as it goes flying into the gets thrown at the hero as it grabs around him as he goes against the wall, slams it pretty hard. As they as Izuku kicks the guy in the stomach. You should have ran. Now I gotta beat you down a little bit. As Izuku starts beating him down, he coats his hands with ice, starts beating him over and over again as blood splatter over his cheek. As he rips a piece of the hero's costume off and wipes himself with it. As he flaps the core counseling collar on. Hero's like, you make me sick. As he grabs him by the hair, throws him to the ground. Get him in. Handcuff him. Take him back to the base. Yes, sir. Disgusting hero. Let's go. Our job's done here. What about the villain? He didn't see anything. Contact the police and have someone pick him up. Understood, sir. Let's head back home. As several hours pass, as Izuku has the hero, he throws him towards the soldiers in the base as Luna walks in. I see everything went well. Izuku. Yes, director. He ran a little bit, but I had to rough him up a little bit to teach him a lesson. Yeah, you do that sometimes. As several of the unit, people from the Hero Suppressed Task Force are kind of scared of Izuku. He's kind of brutal sometimes, but he never goes over the line. All right, get this scum in the cell. Yes, ma'am. Don't worry, hero. Your stay will be brief. You'll be going to Tartarus. Once I, sorry. Even with all the evidence we have, the hero side of you can't sweep this under the rug. His hero days are over. As the man looks back at Izuku, you're gonna pay for this. As the soldier hits him back ahead, move along, prisoner. As they direct him in the cell. As you have Nezu, as he's in his office, as his phone goes off, as he answers, hello, how can I help you? This is Nezu. Hello, Nezu. Ah, Luna. It's been a while. What do I owe this phone call? This is not social. Oh dear, I'm not gonna like this, am I? She's like, no, I don't think so, Nezu. I'm faxing all the evidence I have. As Nezu's like, what's this all about? You seriously need to have a higher standards with your heroes. He should have never got a license in the first place. As Nezu's looking, oh dear. This is very sad. He had such a bright future. He should have never had a license to begin with, Nezu. You seriously need to be careful who you give license to. There needs to be stricter rules. I know. Such a pity. He was such a bright young man when he was in school. I'll I'll contact I'll contact the authorities at the what the prison called. I just thought that I'll contact the people at Tartarus. I'll have I'll have him a cell ready for him. Very sad news. Very sad news indeed. Yet again, thank you for your help in this matter. But I am glad you came to me, and I'm glad I chose you to run this task force. You're very well suited for this. Heroes need to be watched. I'm not stupid, Luna. I know some heroes don't. I know some heroes abuse their power. I just can't do nothing about it. But that's why I had. That's why I created the Hero Suppress Task Force for such a manner. How's young Izuku doing? He's doing fine, Nezu. He's been working hard. That's very good. But like I said, I do want to see him in UA. Such potential should not be wasted. I know, but it's going to take some convincing. He doesn't see heroes very in good light right now. I know, I understand. With the current, what happened to him a few years ago, it's very disappointing that the police department was so corrupt. But you clean it up quite nicely with the help of the sergeant. So we should definitely meet up again and drink some tea. Of course, Nezu. Until next time. Goodbye, Luna. Goodbye, Nezu. As he hangs up, as he has a folder of Izuku Midoriya, Quirk, Ice. I wonder how far he got into his mastery of his quirk. He's quite a fascinating young man. Sorry, guys. Now, I'm not giving Deku one for all because I don't want to, but we'll get to the story. He's a perfect candidate for one for all. I should definitely contact All Might. As he picks up the phone and calls, Toshinori. As that's where we're going to stop it. We're going to stop a good point to start off. Oh, stop it right here. Hope you guys have a good night and day, judging my time zones. All right, bye.